did it. We finally broke $5 and set a new 52-week high on Opendoor. Uh, Tons of people watching this, tons of people waiting for it. It finally happened. But I wanted to make this video real quick to explain what it actually means and why this price action is so amazing, basically. So what does that mean that we hit the 52-week high? It was just this high a few weeks ago, but the more significant part is it hasn't been this high for almost a year and a half. And anything over a year to 2 years is considered like a fresh chart, which means everyone that was stuck, everybody that, referred to as bag holders, they had their opportunity to finally sell their bag, get out of the stock. So once people are able to do that, and it's still consolidating around the highs. It's closing here on Friday. It's closing right below. It topped out at 508. And that's what's even more amazing and going to give people even more confidence to join the Open Army. I don't know who's watching this part of the Open Army, but I didn't think I was, but I am now, especially now being up almost 40%. Trades working out pretty good. These don't come along too often where you can size up a lot and not have to be, too stressed out about all the volatility. So the next thing is the interesting part the whole day. If you look down here, this is the oversold down to 20 and overbought up to 82. The RSI index. And usually when you have stocks up 39% on the day, they usually get to a point where they look overbought. And this stayed at the top, but it never crossed the line the whole day with all the buying that was going on. We're up 600 million shares for the day, and it never went overbought. And what that usually tells me, from all the stocks I've traded, is that's when you have what's called whales or big buyers buying huge amounts of shares. So they control the volatility in a sense. So it doesn't spike too much. It's just the controlled buying. And that's when you want to be buying, when you're buying with the whales. But also, put it this way, like I just said, I'm up 40%, but at the same time, I'm not believing everything that's being said, how it's going to $82 and all this. I mean, it could, anything's possible in the market. But at the end of the day, I'm locking in. If it sells off, I'm going to lock in a minimum of 20% profit from this point going forward. Like I said, I'm up 40%, so that means I would lose half, but I'd still make out with 20%. But with the way this is building, I think there's an opportunity to walk away with this personally with a 100% gain. And the way it's consolidating after breaking the $5, what I'm actually hoping for is when it closes, that it pulls back significantly just because it's the weekend. That won't mean much after hours. I really hope it pulls back like at least to 450. And then the way the price action was today, and the catalysts we still have that could come out over the weekend or next week. I mean, there's one definitely next week that they can finally announce they canceled the vote for the reverse merger or reverse stock split. So that is bullish right there. So just that one reason, like the last couple of videos, I went over the other catalysts that could happen. So with that kind of setup, I'd feel pretty confident if it drops back 50 cents after the close today, maybe buying another 10% of shares from where I'm at now. Because this guy, Eric Jackson, he is pumping the hell out of this stock, stocking Drake at his house every day just because he lives around the corner, going on all these business, Fox News and So as of now, he sounds like a crazy person, but at the same time, it's got a lot of people interested. You know, I've seen a lot of even big streamers saying they want to buy just because of Drake. Just one of the most meaningless catalysts as far as all the catalysts that are stacked up. But just for that alone, he wants to buy like 5,000 shares. And I seen whales on Twitter earlier saying how they bought a couple million shares. Even at, I think it was at the 440 level, they bought a couple million shares. But yeah, I mean, you can look at all that stuff in the filings too. It's usually after the fact information. But the thing that usually tells me is when the price action is up this much, it spikes on the overbought chart. So I just wanted to explain for anyone who might not know what that means and how this price action looks to me so far. You know, this is the kind of trade you can take. It's not going to give you a heart attack. That you have plenty of time to lock in your profits, and conservatively still go along for the ride if it does head towards $10 or break $10. Like I said, anything's possible. Just make sure you have a plan. So that's actually my question as I end the video. What is everyone's price targets? Where do you think this is going from here? How excited are you that if I just made the video yesterday saying it looks like it's ready to hit the 52-week high, and boom, next day, here we are. So what's everyone's price targets, and do you have a plan? If not, let's talk about it, because I'd like to see other people do well with this too. Like I said, these don't come along too often. So let me know what everyone thinks.